In this session we are going to discuss about internationalization. So what is basically the internationalization concept? Why do we need internationalization? See, Web Dynpro ABAP has been used for developing the web-based applications in SAP environment. So since they are web-based applications, users across the world will be accessing these Web Dynpro ABAP applications. So users across the world will speak different languages, so they will log into SAP using different language. So depending on the source, the login language, the application text should be displayed in the login language. So it means, so the text that we have, I mean, the initially during development the text would be in English, but when user from Germany, okay, or user from Japan log into the SAP system or launch the Web Dynpro ABAP application, then he or she should be able to see the application text in their login language. Okay, if the user from Japan logins into the SAP or accessing the Web Dynpro application by logging in Japan language, then the text should be displayed in Japanese. And if the customer user from Germany is logging into the Web Dynpro application using German language, then the application text should be displayed in German text. So it means the text should be language translatable. So that means, so by allowing the text to be translated into different target languages, we are achieving the internationalization concept here. Okay, this is what internationalization standards. So application text should support all the available languages in SAP. Okay, so this is what the internationalization. Let's say for example, to give a more idea about this internationalization, let's say for example General Motors is a company. General Motors has branches across the world. They have General Motors in, let's say for example, General Motors has in Germany, General Motors is in Italy, or let's say General Motors is in Japanese also, Chinese all China also. So the customer, the end user who is working in Germany plant, okay, Germany General Motors plant, he has some Web Dynpro applications which he is accessing. So being representing German, so he will log into the SAP in German language. So as soon as he user from customer from German logins to the application using Germany language, the text should everything display in German language. Either it should be a message, or it should be a label, or application header, whatever. Okay, the text should be displayed in the German language. Okay, so it means it should support all the languages. So this is what the internationalization concept. So now, to achieve the internationalization concept in Web Dynpro ABAP, what are all provided by SAP? Okay, along with Web Dynpro ABAP, what are all the concepts provided by SAP? Okay, we have a new concept called OTR text, online text repository. Okay, online text repository, OTR text, which is new concept introduced for Web Dynpro ABAP. Okay, how to achieve the internationalization in Web Dynpro ABAP? We can achieve the internationalization in Web Dynpro ABAP using multiple techniques. One is OTR text, second is field labels which are maintained in the data element, and the third is ABAP class text elements. Okay, so the way we create a text elements in normal report programs, here in, since we are using the object oriented programming ABAP classes, in ABAP classes we can create text elements. So those text elements can be used in Web Dynpro ABAP as well, and we have to make sure that those text elements are translated into the different multiple target languages, so that if the texts are translated into the target language, then if the person is logging into the target language, so text will be automatically derived and displayed in their source login language. Okay, so that is how. So even OTR text also, we should make sure that the text is translated into multiple target languages. Okay, so that is what. So here we have OTR concept introduced in Web Dynpro ABAP online text repository. So we will see all these three different techniques. OTR text, online text repository. How to create OTR text? To create a OTR text, we have a transaction called SOTR underscore edit. Okay, SOTR underscore edit is the transaction where we can create OTR text. SOTR underscore edit. Okay, this is the transaction code where we can create the short text and long text. Okay, but we mostly create the short text only. For long text, as you already know, we can go to SO10 and then there we can create the text, standard text. Okay, but here we create the short text only. Okay, we create a short text using SOTR underscore edit transaction. Everything is fine, but how to utilize them? In which scenarios we will use this OTR text? Let me show you. Let me go into the Web Dynpro ABAP application first. Let's say for example, navigate to radio button view. Okay, navigate to radio button view. Let me refresh this. Okay, navigate to radio button view. Navigate. So the navigate term, if I take you to the Google translation. Okay, let me go into the Google. Okay, and let me translate it. Okay, Google, sorry, navigation. If you see in the Spanish, this is navigation. Okay, this is in English and this is in Spanish. If it is Arabic, this is Arabic. So if the person from United Arab Emirates logging into the SAP using Arabic language as the source language, then navigation should be displayed as this this here, like this. Okay, so let's say for example, if the user from United Arab Emirates is logging into the this Web Dynpro application, so he should, instead of navigate, he should see this. He should see this. Okay, so this is what the internationalization. Okay, so now what I will do, let me go into Web Dynpro. See here, this is all fixed values. Okay, fixed values, these are displayed as fixed values. Okay, let me just go into the, okay, tc underscore navigate. See, radio button by index. Okay, radio button by index. If I go to context, see what context node is binded, RBI underscore navigate. Let me go to context, RBI underscore navigate. It has supply function. Populate underscore RBI underscore values. See here, navigate to radio button view, navigate to drop down view. These are hard coded now. Okay, if you do any text as hard coding, they are not supported to translate into different target languages. Okay, these, now this text is not translatable. Okay, how to achieve this? Okay, this is one scenario which we mostly face in real time scenario. Or the other way, here, let's say for example, read selected record. This button is read selected record. Okay, here I see I have hard coded the text for this button. Okay, if the person from Arabic language log into this Web Dynpro ABAP application using Arabic language, still he will be able to see only read selected record, which Arabic person will not be able to understand. Okay, to understand by Arabic person, it should be translated into Arabic language. Okay, so how can we achieve this? This is hard coding. This is not a best practice. So in real time, what we will have to do, that I'm going to show you. Control X, we will have to create a OTR text. Okay, we will have to create a OTR text. Select the language. Here specify the text. Here alias name $tmp local object slash read select record. Okay, you can specify some alias name which is unique. Create, click on create. Select the short text. Specify, select the language, source language as English. Select the, enter the text, alias name, click on create, package $tmp and alias name. Okay, here object type is important. Here we have different type of object types. Here for Web Dynpro ABAP, the relevant are WDYV, WDYC, WDYA, WDCA, WDCC, everything starts with WD are relevant for Web Dynpro. Okay, but here WDCC is used in Web Dynpro ABAP component configuration. If any text you are configuring in Web Dynpro ABAP for component, that you can choose WDCC, you can choose WDCA, but for Web Dynpro ABAP component you can choose WDYC or WDYD or WDYV. Okay, so any of them you can choose, there is no difference at all. Okay, now if you choose, you can choose, let me select the WDYV. Okay, WDYV. Okay, here you have to make sure it should be 255 characters, maximum 255 characters length. Click on save. Okay, now what if you don't specify the 255 characters? Now the problem is, here let's say for example read selected record is displayed, let's say for example I will say 10 only, 10, no, okay, 25, I will say 25 only. Okay, now I'll just copy this read selected record and I'll go to Google Translate. Okay, if I go to Spanish, see here read selected record has 25 characters, but if you go to Spanish it might have more than 25 characters. It might have 25 more than 25 characters. Then if you specify only length is 25 characters, then what will happen? In the target language, if the text is more than 25 characters, then the more than 25 characters whatever the text displayed, that will be truncated. Okay, so the complete text will not be displayed when the text source when the text is translated from source language to target language. So that is why we have to make sure the length should always be 255 characters. Okay, click on save. Now text has been created. So now this is the alias name. Now we can use this alias. How to use this alias? Text OTR text has been created. Now what you can do, go to Web Dynpro component, click F4 here, click F4 or click on mouse, click mouse here. So now here you will get all the OTR text, SOTR underscore vocabulary underscore basic. These are all delivered along with SAP. Okay, now you see here, you see this is the alias name that I have created, $tmp slash read underscore cell underscore ric. This is the alias name. I have saved it in the $tmp local object, so that is why it is appearing under $tmp read selected record. You see this 255 text length. This is the alias name. This is the text. If you want to modify anything, you can modify here. Okay, and just click OK. Click OK. Now you see $OTR colon dollar. So it is prefixed with alias name is prefixed with $OTR colon. Okay, it is prefixed with $OTR colon. Now if you press enter, now read selected record will be displayed. Now let me show you once again. Home, delete it. Here you see text gone away. Okay, text has gone away because I have not specified any hard coded text for text property of button UI element. That is why it is appearing nothing here. So now dollar $OTR colon and alias name. Copy the alias name. Now enter it here. Control V. Okay. Right. Now you see, yes, read selected record. Now you can translate this OTR text. Now you can translate this OTR text. Okay. Now let me just remove once again. Okay. Instead, what I can do, I'll just copy this text and I'll specify this text here. Why can't you do this specifying the hard coded text directly to the text property of button UI element? Because if you specify the hard coded text here, this text is not translatable. This text will not allow to do the translatable. So that is why we will have to create a OTR text and then assign that OTR text here. So click F4 here, click F4. You'll get a pop-up where you can see all the OTR text. See here $TMP read selected record. If it is $TMP, that means it is not transportable. Okay, so click OK, click OK. Now it is appeared here. See, read selected record. So this is how we will have to make use of the OTR text. Okay, now I'll go to SOTR underscore edit transaction again. Now this time I will say display selected elements. Okay, this is also hard coded. Control X. See, now there is no text displayed on the button. Okay, now I am going to create OTR text for this. Display selected elements. Now here I'll specify some package. Okay, slash o scit. Okay, if it is not there, I'll create some package. Okay, now I can use this package. Okay, and slash disk select obj. Okay, now click on create, specify the alias name and click on create. Now select the package. This is the package. If you don't specify any package here, the alias name will automatically generated prefixed with package. No issues. Control wdyv object type, and here make sure that length is 255, and now click on save. Now you see alias name is disp underscore cell underscore object, but now it will be prefixed with package. Now you see, save it. Package name I am giving it save. It will ask for the transport request. Yes, now you see alias name is prefixed with ZBK underscore test. Okay, so Web Dynpro ABAP framework will suggest the alias name should always be prefixed with package name. Okay, now click on save. Now how can I use this OTR text in my Web Dynpro ABAP component? Okay, now come here. Here for text property, click F4. See, nothing has been displayed. Now no text has been displayed for read multiple button. So click F4 here. Now this time you don't see in the $TMP. Package and object type, you can filter it F4 WDYV. Now press F8. Yes, you can see ZBK underscore test display selected item elements. Okay, now select this, click OK. Now you see text has been displayed. So alias name is prefixed with $OTR colon. $OTR colon. Now this text is translatable. Okay, now this text is translatable. Click on save, activate it. Now the text is no more hard coded. Now refresh the Web Dynpro application. Now you see these are not hard coded text. Okay, these are not hard coded text. Now let me show you read attribute. For read attribute button, okay, here it is hard coded. Now save it and activate it. Now refresh the Web Dynpro application. Now you see there is no text displayed. Okay, because we have removed the hard coding. Okay, now what I will do, I'll go to SOTR underscore edit. Here I can specify the read underscore attr. Click on create. Package name ZBK underscore test. Object type WDYV. Make sure 255 character length and click on save. Yes, it will ask for transport request. Click OK. Text has been created. Now I can use this alias. So here I can prefix with $OTR colon and control V alias name. Press OK. Now you see read attribute has come. Okay, now this is using the OTR text. Click save, activate it. Execute the Web Dynpro app application. Now see read attribute has come. In the earlier session there was no read attribute because we had removed that. Okay, this button, now read attribute has come after assigning a OTR text. Now this is accessing the OTR text statically. Okay, this is accessing the OTR text statically. Now how to access the OTR text dynamically? Okay, now this is important. Now here you see populate RBI values. Here I am passing the navigate to radio button view, navigate to drop down view. So this text is not translatable because we have hard coded it. Okay, now how to make these text allowed to translate in the multiple target languages. So now what I will do, I'll create a OTR text for these. Okay, I'll create a OTR text for these. Now assign the text, navigate to radio button view, nav RB1, nav RB1. Okay, navigate to radio button view. Click on create, enter the package name ZBK underscore test, object type WDYV, length 255 characters. Now click on save, transport request, save, Yes, alias name has been there. Now okay, till now we were assigning this OTR text to text property of UI elements, but here we don't have any UI elements involved. But we have to pass the text. Now what I'll show you that. Let me activate it. Now let me execute the Web Dynpro app application. See, currently it is displayed as navigate to radio button view and navigate to drop down view. Now I had removed the hard coded text. How they will be displayed? See, one with empty, one with navigate to drop down view, because I had removed this navigate to drop down view. So this is empty now because I am not passing any text. So now how to get this dynamically? Through programming. Now this is important. Okay. Now let me just go to class cl underscore wd underscore utilities, Web Dynpro related utilities class. Okay, cl underscore wd underscore utilities. Okay, cl underscore wd underscore utilities. You can check this class from SE80, or you can go to SE24 as well. This one, cl underscore wd underscore utilities. Click on display. Here you see the method called get underscore OTR underscore text underscore by underscore alias. Get text from OTR using alias. Now we will access this method. Okay, how to access this method? Okay, now go to pattern. See, this method is static method. So to access static method, we don't have to create any instance. So I'm just directly going to ABAP objects patterns. Here I'll specify the class. Copy, paste, and select the method. I don't have to specify any instance because I'm not accessing the instance method. I'm accessing the static method, get OTR text by alias. So I don't have to specify any instance. Click OK. Now you see, this is the identifier for accessing the static methods. Okay, this is static method. Now specify the alias name. What is the alias name? Okay, what is the alias? This is the alias. Okay, this is the alias. So in the single quotes, specify the alias name. Now receiving alias text. Here I'll declare it data lv underscore text 1 type string. Okay, now here I'll say lv underscore text 1. Okay, right, control F1, activate it. Now I'll keep a breakpoint here. I will execute the Web Dynpro application. So the supply function will be executed. It will go to debugging. Now you see lv underscore text1 is empty. So what is the text created? Navigate to radio button view. This is the alias name. Okay. Now let me show you. Press F6. Now you see text has come. Get OTR text by alias method has been executed. And what is the lv text1? Navigate to radio button view. This is the navigate to radio button view. So now if I pass this lv underscore text1 to this field, that will be displayed. Press F8. If you go to Web Dynpro application, still it is not displayed because I am not passing. Now this time I will pass it, lv underscore text1. lv underscore text1. Now it will be displayed on the Web Dynpro application. The text will be displayed. Text is derived from OTR repository and displayed dynamically. Now it is activated. Refresh. It will go to debugging. Now press F6. lv underscore text1 has text. Now press F8. Now you see navigate to radio button view has been displayed. Now by creating a OTR text, now this text is translatable. Now this text is translatable. Now we will apply the same scenario for this text also. Okay. Now this time what I will do, I said we have three different options for displaying for allowing the text to be translatable. So one is OTR text that we have seen, accessing the OTR text statically and accessing the OTR text dynamically. Accessing the OTR text statically in the sense like assigning the OTR text to the text property of UI elements. Accessing the OTR text dynamically in the sense using the by calling the method get underscore OTR underscore text underscore by underscore alias method for this class CL underscore WD underscore utilities class. Okay, now this is what accessing OTR text statically and dynamically. Now we will see another approach called field label. Okay, so field labels are displayed when attribute has been created with respect to the data element. Let's say for example sales document. Okay, this sales document, you see text sales document is a label UI element, but for this label UI element text property is empty. I have not specified any text here, but still text is displayed as sales document. Where it is coming from? It is coming from, you see, this is the label, and what is the label for TCO underscore form underscore VBN. What is this TCO underscore form underscore VBLN? This is the input field. This is the input field ID. So now this input field is bound to what is which context attribute? Bound to this context attribute called VBLN. Now if I go to this VBLN context attribute, if I go to VBLN context attribute, this is with respect to type VBAC VBLN. Now if I go to this type, I will see a data element. Yes, you see a data element, and go to double click on this data element, go to field label. Now you see it will always take long as default. Okay, it will take long as default. Now if you want heading or short to be displayed, what do you do? Now that I will show you. Go to layout. Now in place of text, now for label here, in place of text you click here, select VBLN. Okay, it is already there, dictionary binding. Now here you see type char. By default it is taken medium text. Now you can specify short text or medium text or long text or matching text, visual length, whatever you want it. Okay, short description with F1 help. Okay, now let me just go to S11 first, slash o S11 VBAC VBLN field. See field label short, medium, long heading. Here you see VBAC-VBLN. This is the dictionary binding VBLN, and short text or medium text or long text or type header. Now what I will do, I will say short text. What is the short text? Sales dot sales dot. Okay, now click OK. Now you see till now it is displayed as sales document, but now it will be changed. See, yes, sales dot. Now I'll just again click here. Now this time what I will do, I'll change it to text header. What is the header? Sales dot again. Now click OK. Again same. Now this time I'll click and I'll change it to the long text. Okay, what is long text? Long text and medium text are same, but however I'll select it as long text. Now click OK. Till now it is displayed as sales dot. Now select the type char as long text. Now you see sales document, it is appear properly. Now field labels are by default translated. If the field label created in standard data element. If the data element is standard data element, then all the field labels of the data element are translated, available in different target languages with SAP itself. Okay, we don't have to specially translate them into the different target languages. Okay, SAP itself is delivered with multiple languages. Okay, so this is what. So this is field label approach. So field labels cannot be accessed dynamically in the programming. So they have to be appeared as label only in the view layout. But now the third approach is ABAP class text elements. Okay, ABAP class text elements. Now if I'll go to any class. Let's say for example Z test FSN. We had created it as part of, okay, star F4. Okay, if it is not created, I'll create it once again. ZCL test underscore FSN. Okay, I'll create it. Test final class only. Click save. Save. Transport request. Save. Okay, now save. Okay, now here you can create text elements. You see, so this is the class. Go to text elements. Okay, here 001 text elements. Let's say for example, this is Web Dynpro ABAP training. Now here also you can see again, here you have to make sure it is again like normal ABAP only. In normal ABAP also we used to create text elements. So here in place of maximum length, remove 32 or 255. Okay, 132 only maximum allowed, so 132. Okay, now save it, activate it, back, activate it. Now how to access this text elements in Web Dynpro? Now this is important question. How to access this text elements in Web Dynpro? Right, now here more important topic here we are coming. In order to access the text elements of a class, we will have to create an inheritance. How to create an inheritance? See, I'll go to ZCL underscore test FSN. Here select the Web Dynpro component. We have a concept called assistance class. We have a concept called assistance class. Now just enter the class name and click enter. It will give a message. Assistance class ZCL underscore test underscore FSN does not inherit from CL underscore WD underscore component underscore assistance. This is the standard class, standard Web Dynpro class. Okay, in order to access any class as assistance class, we have to inherit that class from CL underscore WD underscore assistance. Press F, press enter again, delete, press enter. Okay, see, this is the class. It will give a message called assistance class ZCL test FSN does not inherit from CL underscore WD underscore component underscore assistance. Now see, enter, yes. If you go to properties, here you see there is no superclass. Okay, there is no superclass. Now in order to access the text elements of any class, we have to declare that class. We have to inherit that class from CL underscore WD underscore component underscore assistance. Okay, so now go to this class, this is the class, assign the super class. So assign the super class. Okay, now save, now activate it. Now when you inherit this class from the super class, if you go to methods, two methods are appear by default. We had not created any methods when class has been created, but here you see, since I inherited this class from super class, I got two methods, if underscore wd underscore component underscore assistance get text, set not found text key. Okay, so now, sorry, okay, now get text, once again I'll show you. I'll say fsn1, click on create test, remove the final, you know what is final checkbox. If you select this final checkbox, this class cannot be inherited, this class cannot be made as super class. Okay, click on save package. Okay, okay, there are no methods now, but now I create super class. I'll specify the super class cl underscore wd underscore component underscore assistance. Now just okay, now if you go to methods, now you will get, okay, let me just save. Okay, when I save it, I got two methods. Okay, these two methods are inherited from super class. Okay, this is how. Now we had created a text elements in fsn, go to text elements. Now here we have the text element. How to access this text element in the Web Dynpro? Now see, I'll assign this class in here, it is already assigned. Okay, now save it, now and activate the entire Web Dynpro component. When you assign this assistance class to Web Dynpro ABAP component, all of them are inactive once again. See, inactive, inactive, everything is inactive, because whenever you assign a assistance class to the Web Dynpro component, here you see one more tree element called here assistance class, here you will see the class. Okay, so like this. Now as soon as you assign the assistance class to a Web Dynpro component, Web Dynpro framework will create an additional attribute in each controller. Okay, till now we had, in each controller we had two attributes, default attributes or three default attributes. Here in component controller we had two attributes, wd underscore this, wd underscore context. But now since we have assistance class assigned to Web Dynpro component, we will have additional attribute called as wd underscore assist. Okay, now I'm going to the attributes tab. Now we will have three attributes. Yes, see, wd underscore context, which was created when along with Web Dynpro component, wd underscore this also created along with Web Dynpro component. Now since we have assigned a assistance class to the Web Dynpro component, we see an additional attribute called wd underscore assist, type ref to zcl underscore test underscore fsn. Okay, now if you go to views also, v underscore drop down, we had three attributes before, now we will have four attributes. See, wd underscore context, which was which had come when Web Dynpro component has been created, wd underscore this also it was there earlier, wd underscore comp underscore controller was also there earlier, but now wd underscore assist has been come since we assigned an assistance class to the Web Dynpro component. Okay, the same behavior in each view, v underscore main, see four attributes in v underscore radio button also. If you go to window also same behavior, w underscore main, go to attributes, Yes, see. So all the sub objects in a Web Dynpro component will have that assistance class attribute. Now activate the entire Web Dynpro component. Okay. Now go to v underscore main, go to methods. Now this time what I am trying to do is, till now, to display the navigate to radio button view text, we had created OTR text. So we had written some code to dynamically read the OTR text and display it as radio button. Okay, but now but we had not created any OTR text for navigate to drop down view. But we will create a text element, and that a text element we will access in the Web Dynpro, and we will display it as radio button here. I'll show you that. But before to that, go to layout once again to understand how they are displayed. Go to change mode. What is the context binding done? This is the radio button group by index. What is the binding? RBI underscore navigate. So go to context. If you are working in support project, if you get a chance to work in support project, if you don't know what is the context behind any UI element, this is how you will have to navigate. Okay, either you select that particular UI element and it will automatically take you to the relevant field. Okay, now from here you can see the properties. Okay, and if it is method required, you can see the properties. If it is link to URL, then you can see link to URL. See, focus has automatically been changed to the relevant UI element. Okay, here also it should change. Okay, it has been changed. So here you will see radio button group by index UI element, radio button group by index. Now how the values are populated? Values are populated using the supply function. Navigate is the context attribute. Now if you go to context, RB underscore navigate, so there is a supply function. So within the supply function, code has been written to populate the radio buttons. Here see navigate to drop down view. Now here what I will do, I'm going to display another radio button here. Okay, which I will access from the class text elements. How to access those text elements? See, I'll show you here. When I have inherited this class from super class CL underscore WD underscore component assistance, I got a method called get text. So this method is used to access the get text elements. Okay, now see, go to, this is instance. Okay, so now I have WD underscore assist attribute. So that would be the instance WD underscore assist. What is the class name? This is the assistance class. So assign the class. Now here press F4, you will get the method get text. Now click OK. You will have the code generated. See here, WD assist. This is the method. Here I'll pass the text, key 001. Let me show you. Go to text elements. What is the key? 001. Okay, so I'll get this. This is Web Dynpro app training will come as a text. Okay, now go to text LV underscore text 2. Okay, I'll declare it LV underscore text 2, LV underscore text 2. type string. Now LV underscore text to activate it. Now keep a breakpoint here. Now launch the Web Dynpro app application. Now it will go to supply function in debugging. Okay, now press F6. We have got LV underscore text1. Fine. So now we are calling the get text from class text elements. Okay, now LV underscore text2 is empty. LV underscore text2 is empty. Now press F6. Now you see LV underscore text2 has come. This is Web Dynpro App training. This is what I had created as part of the class. Go to text elements. This is Web Dynpro App training. I got it in Web Dynpro. Now press F8. Okay, I have not written the required coding, so let me write. Remove the breakpoint. Control X, keep it on top here. Okay. So I'll pass this LV. Okay, I'll create one more radio button. So here I'll pass the LV underscore text2. Control F3. Okay. Now till now we have only 2 radio buttons. Now we will have 3 radio buttons. Refresh this. It went to debugging. Remove this. F8. Now you see this is Web Dynpro App training. You see third radio button. Now similarly we will also remove this hard coding and we will create a text element. Control X. So here I'll create a text element 002. I'll enter the text and I'll make sure that this is one maximum 132 characters. Save and activate. Now here I'll write the same code. Control C and Control V. Now this I'll make as LV text 3 and key should be changed to 02. Now declare LV text 3 also. So here I will say LV text 3. I'll pass this as LV underscore text 3. Okay, save and activate it. Now before to that I'll just comment this and we'll show you. Just to make sure that whether data is coming correctly or not, let me open the application. Now you see this is coming as empty because I'm not passing. I have commented it. Okay, now I will, just to make you understand that it is coming from text element only. Now LV underscore text 3 is coming from text element. Now I will open the Web Dynpro app application. I will open a fresh Web Dynpro app application so that we can see the difference. Navigate to drop down view. This text is coming from text element. Now see earlier application and current application. Earlier it was empty, now it is coming from text element. So we can see navigate to drop down view text. Now this is what the third approach called accessing the text elements in Web Dynpro application. Okay, now this is Okay, we are accessing the text element and displaying in the Web Dynpro application. In another way, we can access the text element and display in the Web Dynpro application view layout. How to do that? Okay, how to do that? That I'll show you. Just click on navigate to radio button view. Here, let's say for example, navigate back to main view. So navigate back to main view. That I will how to display this text. Go to layout, radio button. Okay, in v underscore radio button view. So this is the button. So here I have text hard coded. Now what I will do, I would like to display this text from text element. Okay, home, control X, remove. Okay, now activate it. Now if I refresh the Web Dynpro app application, refresh this. Now navigate to radio button view, select it. Now you see there is no text for this button. But now I would like to display this text from text element dynamically. How to do that? Now go to methods. In wd init, let me define it first in the assistance class. Go to text elements, change mode 003. Here I'll specify the text. Okay, I'll make sure 132 characters. Save, activate. Now in wd init, I will retrieve that data. Go to pattern. I'll read the text element wd underscore assist, same instance, same class, same method, because as I told you, once you create a assistance class in the Web Dynpro component, that assistance class, a new attribute will be created that is available in all controllers. Okay, you see wd underscore assist. So go to Web Dynpro code, go to pattern, ABAP objects patterns. Now you see this. Okay, go to pattern, select the ABAP objects patterns radio button, click OK. So instance, class, and this is the method. Click OK. Code has been generated. Now here pass the key as 003 and here lv underscore text. Okay. Now define the lv underscore text, type string, control S. Now activate it. Okay, we will get the text into lv underscore text, but it will not be displayed. So in order to display it, what we have to do, we have to create a context. Okay, button text, no dictionary structure, just cardinality 1 to 1. Create context attribute, text string. Okay, now layout. For this button I'm going to do the, so for text property I'm going to do the context binding. Click on this brick, click on this brick. So do the context binding. Okay, go to methods. Here I have to do the set attribute. I have to bind this data to text attribute. Now click on Web Dynpro code wizard, context, select the set radio button, click on context, text. Okay, now code will be generated. So here you see set attribute lv underscore text. So here also lv underscore text. Remove this lv underscore text, or you say text one this, text one this. Now here you will pass the text one. Okay, So here also this is Web Dynpro ABAP generated code. Since the attribute name is text, it is prefixed with lv underscore text. Okay, so but we had already defined a data declaration lv underscore text, so I have changed that name. If there are two declarations for same variable, then it will give a error message. Just to make sure, I'll show you. Check. It is already, but there is a field with the similar name lv underscore text. So that is why lv underscore text1. Now check. There will be no error message, right? Activate it. Now I'll place the breakpoint here and will show you. Make sure it is activated. It is active. Okay. Now execute the Web Dynpro application. Now click on navigate to radio button view, so that it will navigate to the radio button view. But then here it will go to the debugging. See. So lv underscore text1 is empty. Press F6. Yes. Navigate back to main view. Now it will do the context data binding. Set attribute to the text property. lv underscore text1 has this text. Press F8. See, navigate back to main view is displayed. So this is how, if you want to display any dynamic values, okay, based on some condition, if condition 1 is satisfied, display some text. If condition 2 is satisfied, display another text. So dynamically in programming, you can read the text elements, or you can read the OTR text and do the data binding, so that data will be displayed in the Web Dynpro application. So now, by doing the dynamic programming or dynamically assigning an context OTR text or text elements, you can achieve the translation. This is called internationalization. Okay. So now, okay, everything is fine. We have seen how to create a OTR text and how to assign this OTR text to the UI element properties, how to access that OTR text dynamically in the programming, how to access that read text elements from class in the program. We have seen all these concepts, but now the important thing is how to achieve the translation. Okay, translation is again similar to ABAP only. If anybody have experienced in ABAP doing translations, okay, SC63 is the transaction code where we can do the translations. Initial screen, standard translation environment. Click on translation, ABAP objects, click on short text. Here you see OTR. Okay, select SOTR, or you can say ABAP text and text elements. If you want to translate the text elements, you can select this text elements. If you want to translate SOTR short text, you can select OTR. So select this, and here you will get the object names. Okay, so here you will get the object names and source language, target language. So it's similar to ABAP only. Normal in ABAP, the way you do translation, here also same transaction code, same translation, but we have OTR available. SC63 translation, ABAP objects, short text. Here you have OTR text available. Okay, this is specially provided in for Web Dynpro ABAP. Okay, so this is what. Okay, that's all. Internationalization we have seen in today's session. Thank you.